welcome back. It's great to have you. Just how does it feel to be back in the mixer, back doing Fight Week where you belong?
Yeah, it's great to be here. It's been a while, and I'm happy finally be here. You know, I've been missing a lot this.
Alex is, of course, ranked at 15 in the rankings. Sometimes fighters hesitate a little bit to fight down, but given the disappointments you faced with fighters pulling out injured, was it just a case of anybody who's going to make it to the dance?
Exactly, yeah. It's been a while. It's my 5th or 6th camp since my last fight, and all of them were falling off. So I'm glad at least I have somebody from top 15, because none of these guys wanted to fight me, and whoever they offered me, unfortunately, fell off. Most of them, like only the one was from me, which I didn't know they had this delay of time from suspension. But other than that, all of them, like from the beginning of this year, all my opponents were getting injured. So I've been ready since last May and was asking fights. But finally, we're back.
Alex is a real showman. He's an entertaining guy. Do you see that as what's going to play out, an entertaining fight, or is that potentially a trap to fall into? Is it all about getting the result here?
I feel like I know his game plan, which I'm not going to talk about on the media and live. But, yeah, as I said earlier, he's not the guy who's going to try to stand up with me, you know. Of course, there are many good strikers, and he fought many good strikers, and he is a striker, very entertaining guy, very chaotic fighter. But I'm a different breed, and he knows it.
Next question. So you lost the last fight, and then you have a long layoff. So which elements are you improving mostly last 18 months as a MMA fighter?
I've been improving in all of the aspects. You know, my wrestling, I have to thank my wrestling coach, Michael Perez and Chris Rodriguez. This year and a half, I've been training with them very hard in wrestling. My striking, I sliced even more and more with my coach, with Master Rafael Cordeiro and all the Kings. And I have a pleasure that in my team joined Leo Vieira from Jiu-Jitsu from Checkmate, which is, I have this pleasure to work with him, and I've been upgrading my ground game with him, and of course at Kings with Victor Silverio, Ricardo Testa, and all of the guys.
So can you let me know a little bit detail of training with Leo Vieira?
What details?
Can you let me know some detail of training with Leo Jr.?
Oh, sure. Real quick, I'll tell you how we met. You know, my daughter Nita and his daughter Clara are playing volleyball in the same team, and we are on their tournament, like sitting on the tournament, like next to each other, and we're cheering for our daughters, and then we're checking each other, and we both have broken hairs, and it was like, who are you? And we didn't really know each other, and when we talked, it appeared that he's a legend in Jiu-Jitsu, and he got the respect of me as well, so we made this quick connection the last year, and since then we've been friends. You know, it's more than a coach for me. He's a very good friend, and his family, and he's been trying his best to help me in grappling.
Do you feel the destiny to meet him? This kind of the accident, you will be a completely MMA fighter.
Say again, please.
Do you feel that there is destiny to meet him?
Yeah. I feel like God always has something, plans for us, and I don't think that was accidental. Everything has a reason, and it appeared. And if you guys know my story as well, how I met Master Rafael, like it was my last day in 2014, traveling in US, and I was gonna go back in Amsterdam where I used to live. And before my flight, I went there to Kings to check it out, and somehow I met Rafael, and since that day, he's my father figure. He's my part of my family, and pretty much similar story happened last year.
You seems like it's more, close to the Brazilian fighting world. So how do you feel that you can? How do you think about Brazilian mentally for the fighting?
I'm part Brazilian, guys. Yeah. In my DNA, I don't know, like. Yeah, so the Giga is my real name, right? So in Brazil they have the same name, but they call it Giga. So a lot of Brazilians call me that, and I'm okay with it. So I mean, yeah, I still haven't been there in Brazil, but I'm surrounded. Like 99% of my teammates are Brazilians, and I feel like one of my best friends are from Brazil. My coaches. I have my teammate here as well, Vinicius Dancy. Hopefully soon he's gonna be in part of UFC as well. And yeah, I enjoy the Brazilian açaí food, everything.
Okay. Muito obrigado.
Muito obrigado.
Next question.
Hello, I'm from Korea.
Hey.
You always said and write SNS you want Korean Zombie, but yeah, fight is not take place. Do you have any bad feeling about Korean Zombie?
I'll be honest to you, because after my last fight, there was a post in Twitter, and someone was intimidating that from Korean Zombie's Twitter. And I saw the post, which was very insulting to my family, to my past mom, which passed away like 10 years ago. And when I see something like this, I don't care who you are. I'll come wherever you are. It doesn't matter what country you are, and we'll deal with it. But then he sent me the message and said that that was not him. And a few days ago, we met at the stairs. And we talked, and he said right away that that was not him who did this tweet, and somebody made a fake tweet or something like this. So that was the only thing to me. Other than that, he's a great fighter. He's a legend of the sport. I don't have any other feelings. So we pretty much like fixed this. But he's a top 10 featherweight. I'm here, and yeah, we'll see. I'm not going to be surprised in the near future if we have a fight. So first thing first, I have a fight. He has a fight. He has different plans this week. I have different completely plans. My main plan is to come back, and then we talk.
Next question.
Well, given that you're both here, is that a natural call out for you when you get the job done here?
Second, please.
Is Korean Zombie a natural call out for you once you've got the job done here?
I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm not thinking about that at the moment. This for me is a very important time to come back. All my lights at the moment are on Alex. I have an opponent who's been around for a long time, and he's the first one from top 15 who called me out, and I take this shit personal always. It's not just a game to me, and I'm coming here to shut his lights off.
How much are you keeping yourself abreast of what's going on in terms of Aljamain Sterling, Alexander Volkanovski, those guys, people calling out Volk from the division below, people wanting to come up to your division. Are you keeping an eye on them?
Yeah, always, of course, yeah. And always interesting because we know how much money Conor made with that type of things, and I see people are trying, you know, like Aljamain has been a champ for a long time till he lost last weekend, and definitely, you know, you cannot be non-happy when kid is trying to go and make some interesting, entertaining thing for the fans, for you, for me, for all the people who loves MMA, right? And take a risk. We saw the Adesanya tried a similar thing, but unfortunately for him, didn't happen. It makes a lot of sense because when you're a double champ, Volk tried the last year same thing as well, right? So he's such a great champ in his own division, but see, like you go up division and it's not easy. Even there are a lot of thoughts. Maybe he won the fight, maybe he did not, but it's a big risk to take. And but before you do your job done, I don't think you should call out somebody like that, because you see, like Aljamain just got knocked out. Yeah, so. That's what I'm doing right now, man. I'm doing my thing. I'm concentrating on myself at this moment in this fight. I always have a bigger plans. I have my still dream to make it, and once I deal this business this weekend, then we'll see again that night.
Max is an overwhelming favorite in the main event. I just wondered if you have your take on that fight.
Yeah. Max is definitely a favor to anybody in the division because he's been so long and he's been a champ for so long. And we saw his fights with Volk. One fight was super close. People thought that Max won the fight, and we saw the Zombies fight last time, and that was not a great performance. So everybody thinks that Max is gonna win this fight. So am I. I think I should be there somewhere in the main event, but yeah, first thing first, you know. First thing first. Yeah, I can't wait to come back, guys.
Thank you. Next question. We have another question for Giga.
Giga, whatever. Ninja. Thank you, guys. Thanks for your attention. I want real quick to give my respect and thanks to all the fans who stayed after my last fight with me, and also haters, because all these people are motivating me, you know, to stay here, to be here, to come back, and to prove that I'm better than you guys saw the last time. And real quick, thanks to sponsors as well, Acharabet, the Monster Energy, Golf, Setanta Sports, Ines's Hemp, Saigon Sports Club, and all my team around. Thank you, guys.